Home buyer, beware. Do not buy a house. Don't fall in love with a house until you know what's under it. I know that's crazy, but there are a lot of real estate agents that will never tell you that you need to do a sewer water test. And let me tell you, knowing what's under your house and knowing if there's leaks under your house that could possibly lead to foundation problems can be the most costly repair that you have to make if you buy this house and you don't inspect it or you don't test it. As a plumber, I got a call about 5 years ago. Now, I had just opened my own company and I literally went over to Richardson and did a sewer water test. There was a recent home buyer that bought a house. They paid $300,000 for it, and they had another plumbing company come in, do a test, do an inspection, do a video, do everything, and tell them they needed $60,000 worth of repairs. I started literally looking at and studying sewers, sewer test, water test, and everything at that point because I felt sorry for these homeowners. They had just moved here from California. They didn't know about our foundations. They didn't know about our soil, the way it expands and contracts. This $300,000 house, they were going to have to spend $60,000 additional dollars to get the sewer repairs made. Almost every sewer line under their house needed to be replaced. How could they have avoided that? Well, I asked them, did your real estate agent tell you to check the sewer line before you bought the house? They said no. I said, have you ever heard of a sewer water test or a hydrostatic test? Being from California, they said no, that they hadn't. So I started explaining to them a sewer water test, what would be done, how it would be done, and it blew their mind. But what blew my mind is that a real estate agent should know with the soil problems we have. I mean, think about it. We do a home inspection. We have a home inspector come out, a guy that apparently knows everything in the world about plumbing, electrical, HVAC, roofing, brick, insulation, everything in the world. But we won't call a plumber out that's had however many years experience doing plumbing to test everything up under the house that we can't see. And home inspectors are great. They put it in their notes. We do not test the plumbing under the house. We don't test the sewer line under the house. We don't test the water lines under the house. We don't look at anything on the wall because we're not licensed to do that. So here's my deal to you. Let's start off with what it's called. Trek calls it a hydrostatic test. And it's really not a hydrostatic test because as a commercial plumber, I can tell you when we did hydrostatic tests on big commercial buildings, we actually brought in a hydrostatic pump, hooked it up, and brought the pressure up to a couple of 100 pounds. Now, this is on the water line, but you wanted to make sure that the water lines did not have any little leaks. There wasn't anything there that could blow apart. So we would pump this up to 200 pounds and walk through with 2x4s and bang on the pipes just to make sure nothing could blow apart. You wouldn't want that done on your residential house. And to be honest, you sure don't want any pressure applied to it. So the whole term hydrostatic test, we really need to get away from. All we do is a water sewer test. To do a sewer test, but think about not to do it first. Think about what it can save you. We have literally gone into houses, done sewers, done the test, done the isolation, done everything, and sewer jobs, sewer replacement jobs, even just a repair on a leak can cost anywhere from $5,000 to upwards of $100,000. We tunnel under it, we replace all the lines, or we go to make the repair depending on what it is. This inspection beforehand is under $400. What's the smarter investment? Spend the $400 now or possibly $5,000 to $100,000 later. What you do first is you do the test. You stick a test ball in, clog up the system, and fill it up with water. Once you know that it holds, you open the test ball, let the water go down the drain. The plumbing system is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. If there is a leak, now you've got to do different things. You have to locate it. Now that requires putting these test balls in different places of the system. That way you can isolate different areas, test different areas, and see where the leaks are. Now, this gets more expensive. This is normally around $1,500, but this is normally put on the seller. Hey, the buyer paid for the home inspection, the buyer paid for the sewer water test, but once we know there's a leak under it, now it should be the seller's problem. The things that you need to do this, you need test balls, you need long hoses, you need cameras, you need water hoses. You may have to pull and reset toilets. There's a lot of things to it, but This is something that it's really critical and really smart that if you're buying a house, you spend this money on this test. And no, it's like buying insurance. This can save you anywhere from about $3,000 to say $25,000, $30,000, depending on where the leak is and how you go about getting to it. This test is definitely, again, something that's worth it. The way you perform this test, you put a gauge on the house. You can put it on a hose bib if there's no vacuum breaker, or you can put it on the washing machine box. Now, I like to put it on the cold side, go out and turn the meter off and see what happens. One thing that I do is I'll turn the temperature down on the water heater so it doesn't kick on, because I don't want the water heater to heat up and make the pressure rise. So what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll turn the water heater temperature down. That way I know it doesn't kick on. I'll put the gauge on the cold side, go out to the meter. When I put the gauge on the cold side, I open it up and see what the city pressure is. Then I'll go out to the meter and turn the meter off. That way I'm testing from the meter all the way up to the house. If there's a valve box at the house that has a good valve in it that I can operate very easily, I'll go ahead and turn it off there and do this test again just to see. That way, if there is a leak, I can tell them the leak is under the house or the leak's out in the yard. The leak out in the yard is the one homeowners really want to find. They're normally easier to fix, a lot less expensive. If the leak's under the house, and one thing I do when I first get there, I ask the homeowner, do you have anything dripping? Do you have a toilet running? Do you have anything like this that could be leaking out? The other thing that I do for a water test is, if it's possible, if they've got a good double check assembly, I'll turn the valve off. That way I can isolate the irrigation system. Now, the equipment that we need for the water test, really, it's a whole lot easier. It is literally, you need the gauge and you need a wrench to get in the meter box and turn the meter off. This is a little bit different than a sewer isolation. If we do find a leak, we have the best electronic equipment to go in and listen at every valve, at every manifold. Anywhere we can listen to hear. Leaking water makes a very unique noise, and we have the equipment to go in and listen to know what that sounds like. We can use our locating equipment to tell where the lines are under the slab, if they're copper lines. If they're plastic lines, yeah, it's a little bit harder, but normally we can listen around and see where those leaks are. We can induce air into the system and look for the bubbles. Now, one thing that we have to worry about, it's hard to listen through carpet, it's hard to listen to some tile floors, and it's hard to listen through hardwood. Hopefully, we can tell by the sounds of the angle stops where the leak is loudest, and that'll get us close. Then with our locating equipment, we can literally listen right above it. Now, the other thing that we use sometimes is a video camera. Now, a camera is good for an inspection, but it's not good for a test. We get the calls every now and then. We'll go out and do a test for a real estate agent, and we'll tell them, hey, there's a leak on the sewer system. They'll call us back and say, well, the seller had their plumber come out and he said there's not. My immediate response is, well, he's wrong. And the reason being, guys, look, we train our guys to test our systems perfect every time. We double check, we triple check to make sure nothing's leaking by, there's not a problem. Normally when we go out, what we find is the seller's plumber normally uses a sewer camera, and he says, look, I can't see any leaks. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. If there's a little crack in the top of the pipe or a side or anything like that that's leaking water, he may not be able to see it with his camera, but we can find it with our equipment. Do me a favor, if you've ever bought a house or you've ever had a slab leak under your house, do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know, was it on the water, was it on the sewer, and how did you get it repaired? Did you go through the floor or did you tunnel under? If you're a plumber or you work for a plumbing company or own a plumbing company, do y'all have the equipment to do sewer tests and water tests, leak location, and everything above? Do you have all the equipment to do it accurately and put you right on it? Anyway, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.